happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
And he's got room. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. A big play here for Buffalo. 58 yards. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. And he'll give it here to his running back. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
Check 26, check 26. Go. Check 26.
Now Kamara. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
56.
2nd and 6. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the 1st quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have... Two remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to throw. Hoffman flushed out right. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. DJ Chark, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Dolphins, nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
On the carry.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Here's 2nd and 8. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off at the 28, and he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown. Now this defense looking like they have come to play the pick-6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. After the pick-6, they go right back to the air. Eluding, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Nick Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 42. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hoffman, he'll run it. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Operating from the gun. Hoffman, and he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Well, that was point-counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, Hoffman, flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
No. Davis from the top rope. I like it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
They're on 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. It'll buy some time right. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 26 and a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jenkins. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. On the move to his left. And now here is another interception. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Now they'll run it on the taunts. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And this is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Ready, 56, Mike, 56. Here we go. Mike, 56.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for, no gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Hoffman escaping the pressure right. And he'll let this one. And this is taken in at the 5. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. From the gun, Hoffman. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Number 16.
A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills will extend their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step.
15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 30. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Take it back, take it back.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go, here we go. Mike 50.
The final shot before break. Hoffman, he'll let it. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Very short kick taken right at the 20. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
On the stop.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Eluding the pressure right. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Come on,
Now a handoff looking right. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
The tackle
A gain of 3, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now they try the right side here. And they'll get this down to the 10. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st and 10, Hoffman. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Running back again.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Gain of 4. And it's third down.
Looking to throw. Hoffman. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown.
Complete to number
From
16.
4 yards out. And the Bills add on.
The kicker.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jenkins. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a third and just a few inches.
Third down.
And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the
one
time
positive.
we have to leave the booth.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
Let's go. Cougar 19. 56. Watch the slant. Whip. Viking 18. Watch the whip. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Back to throw. Hoffman dancing to his left. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
DJ Chark.
DJ Chark with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bills continue to pour it on.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
Hey, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
5-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, you know, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 45. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Coming this way, here we go. Cut 19.
To throw on second down. Hoffman flush to his right. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills turn that interception into a touchdown.
The kicker on.
I can't help it, partner. I love backs who have a lot of burst.
Yeah, they ran the toss play. By the way, sometimes you'll hear toss and pitch used interchangeably, but that was the toss.
Well, for me, a toss, quarterback takes the snap, turns around, tosses it to
like
the tailback.
Yeah,
like an egg underhand, really with 2 hands. And a pitch, usually like you're running an option-type play, and you pitch it out there to the trailing back.
Goes end over end like a field goal.
Yeah, where you turn it over, make sure that thumb turns down, and the ball flips end over end slowly and delicately to your running back.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 27. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now in Miami. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
57 to Mike. 57.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone.
From the gun on third down. Kaufman. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said at the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Thomas. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. That's caught by Ware. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now the pressure goes down just inside the 10, back at the 9.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 20. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this...
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Bills 59, Dolphins nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Thomas. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
3 yards to gain there, 2nd down.
At the 29-yard line.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off right around the 43. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. they feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll roll him out right. He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 28. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
He's tackled.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. That one looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go. That's caught inside the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Thomas. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. Probably wishing that they could have had a few runs like that earlier in the game, now facing this deficit in the 4th.
Hard to criticize a run of that magnitude, but they really need those types of runs to go the distance and need bigger plays to try and get back into this one.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Antoine Winfield on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, up a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Bills, they remain at